Morning, everyone. Welcome to the 2016 Fall Commencement exercises. I'm Dr. Chris Michaelides, Associate Professor of World Languages and your announcer for this morning's ceremony. Commencement is a joyful yet solemn culmination and recognition of the graduates' years of study. It is a meaningful occasion to the university and its faculty, staff, and students. In keeping with the solemnity of this time-honored tradition, all guests and participants are asked to avoid unnecessary conversation and moving about during the exercises. Please refrain from making any noise other than that of applause as the graduates receive their degrees. We also request that you turn off all cell phones. Although we will ask that you stand in a few moments for the national anthem and invocation, we would appreciate your taking your seats at this time. The ceremony is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, please rise for the presentation of our nation's colors and remain standing for the national anthem. Please join the ULM Commencement Brass Ensemble in the Star-Spangled Banner and remain standing for the invocation.
Let us pray. God of mystery and splendor, from age to age, your devotion to all creation never wavers. At life's every turn, we are sustained by your ancient love that continually refreshes us. Blessed Creator, we give thanks this day for this university and for the teaching and learning that happen here. We give thanks for all who make it possible, dedicated faculty and students, staff and administrators. We give thanks for family and friends who sustain the educational endeavor in so many ways, from paying bills to offering words of encouragement when the going gets tough, and above all, for always believing in our ability to succeed. This day, we are especially thankful for this graduating class, for the failures from which they have learned, and for the challenges they have faced and overcome. We ask now that the skills and knowledge they have gained here be crowned with wisdom. May they go forth guided by the light of your love, May they continue to learn and grow. And may they always use their privilege as educated people to create a world of peace and justice in which all peoples of the world live and thrive. Blessed are you, Lord of the universe. Praise and glory to you, gracious mystery. We trust that you will rise to answer us when we call upon your holy name this day and always. Amen.
Please be seated. Good morning. Please join me in thanking the ULM Commencement Brass Ensemble conducted by Dr. Darrell Long, ULM Director of Bands, the ULM Commencement Committee, the Physical Plant, the ULM Computing Center, and the Office of Public Information for their contributions to today's ceremony. President Bruno, distinguished guests, honored faculty, graduating students, friends and supporters of the University of Louisiana at Monroe, it's my distinct pleasure to welcome each of you here today. Seated before us are the summer and fall classes of 2016. We're gathered not only to honor their achievements, but also to honor the educational process that made these achievements possible. We're pleased to have each of you on our campus today, and we encourage you to take this opportunity to explore our campus, the beautiful campus that we have. We're proud of our university, and we hope each of you will come back time and time again to refresh yourselves at the university and to as we continue to realize its beautiful potential. Let me acknowledge several individuals whose presence adds a special dimension to this occasion. In addition to those listed in your printed program, we also welcome to the platform Dr. Christopher Gissendanner, President of the 2016-2017 University Faculty Senate, who represents that esteemed body. Dr. Steve Richters, Executive Vice President, and Mr. Camille Carrier, Interim Vice President for Student Affairs. Our other distinguished guests will be recognized in a few minutes. Each of you gathered here today has contributed in some way to the accomplishments of our graduates. Foremost among that support group are the parents, spouses, and family members who have encouraged and in many cases sacrificed to bring this day to fruition. We would like to acknowledge this very important group by asking the parents, the spouses, and the immediate family of this summer and fall class of 2016 to stand at this time and accept our applause. Before we confer the degrees today, it's appropriate to recognize a very important group of individuals here today whose role in the education of these students is paramount. I ask all members of the ULM faculty present today to stand and accept the applause of these students for your guidance, wisdom, and support during their time with us. Faculty? It's not possible to recognize individually all those who have achieved an exceptional level of excellence while enrolled at ULM. I'm extremely proud of the work being done by our students at both the undergraduate and the graduate levels. Seated before us are students who have distinguished themselves in the classroom and the laboratory, in speech and debate, in the performing and fine arts, in student media, in student government, in athletics, in preparation for military service, and in many other areas of university life. Time constraints don't permit us to recognize all of these deserving individuals, but I would like to recognize those graduates who have distinguished themselves academically. The associate degree candidates are recognized for academic achievement today by the university, giving them a white honors cord and them wearing that cord. A notation in your printed program is also available for you. Will the associate degree candidates in the honors and high honors categories please stand? These students maintained a 3.5 to 4.00 grade point average during their university careers. Congratulations, and you may be seated. It's my pleasure to also recognize the distinguished graduates of summer and fall classes who are listed in your in the insert of your program. These candidates for the bachelor's degree are graduating today with the highly esteemed Latin honors. They can be identified by the maroon and gold cords that they're wearing. Will the cum laude candidates please stand? These students maintained a 3.5 to 3.749 grade point average during their university careers. Congratulations, and you may be seated. Will the magna cum laude candidates please stand? These candidates maintained a 3.75 to 3.899 grade point average during their university careers. Congratulations, and you may be seated. And will the summa cum laude candidates please stand? These students maintained a grade point average of 3.90 to 4.00 in their university careers. Yes, congratulate them. Congratulations, and you may be seated. It's with a special sense of admiration and pride that we now recognize the top graduates of the summer and fall classes of 2016 for their outstanding academic accomplishments. I ask that you hold your applause until all of them have received their commemorative medallion acknowledging this extraordinary achievement. Our top two graduates for the summer class are Abigail Fertal and Savannah Parker. Abigail Fertal, please step forward. Congratulations. Abigail is from Blanchard, Louisiana, and is the wife of Jason Fertal and the daughter of Barbara Bumgardner and Ricky Bumgardner. She is receiving the Bachelor of Science degree in Speech-Language Pathology in the College of Health and Pharmaceutical Sciences. Abigail posted a perfect 4.0 grade point average during her career. Congratulations, Abigail. Savannah Parker, please step forward. Savannah is from West Monroe, Louisiana, and is the wife of Sam Parker, and she is the daughter of Doug and Pam Dollar. She's receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Pharmaceutical Sciences in the College of Health and Pharmaceutical Sciences. Savannah also posted a perfect 4.0 grade point average during her career. Congratulations, Savannah. And the top graduate from the fall class is Haley Friday. Haley, please step forward. Haley is from Shreveport, Louisiana. She's the daughter of Leah and Jonathan Friday. She's receiving the Bachelor of Science degree in Elementary Education, grades 1 through 5, in the College of Arts, Education, and Sciences. Haley earned a perfect 4.0 grade point average. Congratulations, Haley. Please join me now again in a round of applause to express our congratulations to the top graduates of the summer and fall classes, as well as to our other distinguished graduates. I now invite Dr. Nick Bruno, President of the University of Louisiana at Monroe, to come forward for brief remarks and an introduction of our keynote speaker. President Bruno.
Thank you, Dr. Panny. Dr. Panny always reminds me that my remarks should be brief, so I will try to accommodate that today. And first of all, congratulations to the graduates. Congratulations to the families and friends. And we're certainly excited that you're here on campus to help celebrate this very significant accomplishment in the graduates' lives. It's a great day on the bayou. It's a beautiful day out. Last week, I'm glad we didn't have commencement last week. It was a pretty miserable day for those of you who were in the area. But today, the sun is shining. It always shines on ULM, and many of the rays come from individuals just like these seated out here. So again, congratulations. Every year since becoming president, I tried to identify some students within the graduating class, and every student here has unique stories. And I would love the opportunity to talk about each one of them. But I do ask staff to pull together information on several of our students of the class, and we've continued to do that today. So I will, if you'll indulge me, we'll talk about several of your classmates and their journey to being here today. The first, and I'll ask him to stand, is Alberto Sebastian Moncayo. Where's Alberto? There he is. Okay. I would first like to apologize to Alberto. What makes Sebastian's story truly noteworthy is the collective miles one family has traveled to make ULM their path to success and a promising future. Sebastian is the true definition of a ULM legacy. His brother Marcello graduated with a BS in aviation in 2004 and then with an MBA in 2006. His sister, Melissa, with a bachelor's in business and management in 2006 and an MBA in 2008. His brother, Javier, with a Bachelor of Fine Arts in 2011, and now today, Sebastian is receiving his MBA after earning his bachelor's in business and accounting in 2014. From 2,500 miles away in Quito, Ecuador, Mr. and Mrs. Moncayo made a commitment to seek the best education for their 4 children. They chose to do that in a U.S. institution, which is ours. From their eldest child who arrived on our campus in 2000 to the youngest who leaves our campus with a master's degree today, they have made ULM their second home and their choice for their children's education. And even now, with the last of their 4 children graduating today, they continue to work tirelessly to spread the word about ULM back home in Ecuador. Just last month, Mr. Moncayo volunteered work with the ULM staff to arrange visits into high schools in Quito so that current high school students there can learn about ULM and the great educational opportunities we offer. We estimate that we spoke to over 1,000 students on that trip, students who now know about our university and are considering it for their future. For a parent, the decision to send a child to a university, especially one that is thousands of miles from home, is never entered into lightly. That our institution was this family's choice for all 4 of their children is humbling and makes me proud for what our institution has meant to the Moncayo family. Thank you and congratulations, Sebastian. I believe, is your family here? Okay, where's the Moncayo family? There they are. Welcome. Shaterica, Wilson. Where's Shaterica? There you go. All right, Shaterica's higher education journey has been one of persistence and dedication, following the steps of her mother, sister, and fiance, who all graduated from ULM. Shaterica first joined ULM in 2011. She received her BS in Health Studies in 2015. And today, only 1 year later, she is here with us to receive her Associate's of Occupational Therapy Assistant degree. Shaterica knows very well the time and dedication needed for one to pursue a degree when life has other plans. In March of this year, when Northeast Louisiana experienced devastating flooding, Shaterica left her apartment to go to her on-campus job. Upon her return, she found her apartment had been flooded. 12 inches of water that went into the apartment was enough to destroy her furniture and clothes, but not the dedication to pursue her degree. She maintained the balance between her school and field work, for which she was awarded a scholarship by a family member. Shaterica says her occupational therapy degree fits her desire to help others. In her words, "I want to help fix things that inhibit people from living their lives. I want to improve the daily lives of others and to keep people from pain." After graduation, Shaterica plans to take her certification exam and to continue planning her wedding. Shaterica, we congratulate you on the completion of your degree and applaud you for your commitment to bettering humanity. Congratulations. Our next student is Vladimir Yakovovich. Where's Vladimir? There he is. Vladimir's journey to ULM began in Serbia, his home country, where he established himself as a competitive athlete in track and field. In 2009, he was the Serbian national junior champion in the long jump, triple jump, and 4x100 meter relay. Vladimir, or Vlad, as we all know him, came to ULM on a track and field scholarship but was injured during his first season. Vladimir lost his scholarship, his main source of financial aid. However, Vladimir didn't let that stop him from pursuing his degree. He worked as a student worker in several different offices on ULM's campus to pay for his school. He finished his Bachelor of Arts in Communication last spring and then applied for a summer internship with the ULM Office of Public Information. Upon completion of the internship, he applied for ULM's Master's in Communication and was then hired as a graduate assistant in the Office of Public Information. Vladimir's supervisor says that his commitment to work is second to none and that his passion for life is infectious. He is the first one to arrive at the office and often the last one to leave. Today he walks the stage with his girlfriend, Yasmin Cohen Bishara, who graduates with a Bachelor of Arts in Communication. Vlad, thank you for making ULM your home for the last several years. Congratulations and a job well done. Haley Friday. Haley's in here. We've seen her once today. There she is. While many students will leave today with the mission of finding a great job, there are some that have secured full-time jobs prior to graduation. Haley Friday is one such student. Haley grew up wanting to be a teacher. Some say teaching is a calling. Haley says she has always felt the call to serve in this way. She grew up in West Monroe but moved to Shreveport during high school. After receiving a scholarship from ULM, she moved to Monroe and immediately declared a major in elementary education. But it wasn't just the scholarship and family ties that drew Haley to our university. Haley knew ULM's block courses and field experiences would prepare her immensely for her future career. As Haley says, we were out in the schools in real classrooms rather than on campus all of the time. Further solidifying her passion for teaching, Haley spent her days after classes working for an after-school program called Broaden Horizons, which encourages high-poverty students to succeed academically. She also served as a summer mentor last summer for middle school girls in the program. All her hard work inside and outside the classroom paid off earlier this year when she was offered a full-time teaching position at Highland Elementary School. With graduation behind her and a great job already in her future, Haley hopes to continue her education someday with a master's in educational leadership. She'd love to be a curriculum coordinator or even a principal, but for now she said she's happy to be a teacher. Her students and watching them reach their highest potential. Thank you for your commitment to teaching, Haley, and congratulations on your new job. From our current graduates to an alum, today's speaker, we're very honored to have Louisiana State Senator Ronnie Johns join us for this year's commencement speaker. Senator Johns has represented District 27 in the Louisiana State Senate since 2012. Previously, he served in the Louisiana House of Representatives from 1996 to 2008, where he served 3 consecutive terms. Senator Johns is a 1972 graduate of ULM's School of Pharmacy and practiced retail pharmacy for 10 years in his hometown of Bunkie. In 1982, he made a career change and was appointed as an agent with State Farm Insurance in Sulphur, Louisiana, where he lives today and still manages his State Farm agency. Senator Johns has devoted his legislative career to many business-related issues. Health care, is a strong advocate for domestic violence victims, for adoption and foster care of children, and victims of human trafficking. He has received numerous awards during his legislative career in his local community, statewide, and nationally for his efforts on a wide variety of issues. In September of this year, he was recognized in Washington, D.C. by the Congressional Coalition on Adoption Institute as an angel in adoption for his tireless work on behalf of foster children and adoptive parents. He was also recognized by the United Way of Southeast Louisiana as a legislative champion for public policy for his extensive work on the tragedy of human trafficking. Senator Johns sits on the Senate Finance Committee, Insurance Committee, Labor Committee, and is Vice Chairman of the Judiciary B Committee. He also sits on a Joint Legislative Committee on the Budget, Joint Committee on Capital Outlay, and is the Senate Chairman of the Select Committee for Disaster Recovery. He is a member of the board of Christus Hospitals and the board of Mantonia Foundation, which is dedicated to helping the victims of human trafficking. He is married to the former Michelle Servat of Rayne, Louisiana. They have one child, Claire, married to Alex Broussard, and 2 grandsons, Lawson and Locke. Please help me welcome one of our alums back, Senator Ronnie Johns.
Wow. Good morning, graduates. And I know some very happy family members and friends, the faculty and administration of the University of Louisiana at Monroe. Before I get to my remarks, on behalf of Governor John Bell Edwards and the entire legislature, I want to thank Dr. Bruno, the entire administration, and the entire faculty for your hard work during some very challenging times. I can assure you that those of us in Baton Rouge fully understand the challenges that you face with the budget problems that we have here in our state, but nonetheless, your work and your vision for higher education is greatly appreciated. But thank you for allowing me to be here today to celebrate and honor our graduates. It's an incredible honor for me to be here today because 44 years ago, I sat in these very same seats. A few months ago, Dr. Bruno extended this incredible invitation to me to speak today, and my first reaction was, Dr. Bruno, obviously you didn't check my GPA very well, did you? And second, I asked a question. I said, by any chance, did they have video cameras in my old dormitory, which was Hudson Hall, right across the street from 1967 to 72? And I hope not. And it's a good thing for me that smartphones weren't around 44 years ago. But today we honor and celebrate the dedication and the tenacity, as well as the optimism and confidence that brought you to this moment. It's a moment that we celebrate the accomplishments of the past and the possibilities for the future. You stand here today ladies and gentlemen, on the threshold of real life. On one side is the hard work and commitment that brought you here today, but on the other is a new adventure. This new adventure has its own challenges, responsibility, accountability, and unfortunately for you, a whole lot of bills in the future. But more than that, this new adventure brings opportunity, the opportunity for you to use your acquired knowledge and the skills and to bring your hopes and your dreams to life. There was a time many, many moons ago where I sat right where you're sitting today. And as a member of the graduating class of 1972, which was then called Northeast Louisiana University, and by the way, this Coliseum was only a few months old when I graduated, I contemplated the same thoughts that I'm sure are not different from the ones that you're thinking about right now. Hope, fear, excitement, worry, but a whole lot of relief. And I'm here to tell you that each of those thoughts is well-founded because what stands on this side of the threshold is a truly unpredictable journey. So when I was preparing what I was going to say today, I looked back on my years as a student at this university, my experience with business and leadership, my role as a husband, a father, a friend, and despite all of this experience, I realized that I couldn't offer you a roadmap to life, that I can share a great secret to success. But what I can say today is what I consider to be the 3 valuable life lessons that I have learned in my 44 years since I sat in those seats. Number 1, never stop learning. I truly cannot emphasize enough the importance of continuing your education. Your education cannot and should not end today for the sake of not only your career, but for the betterment of your future in general. It's your duty to not only continue developing those ideas and principles that you learned in these halls, but to acquire new knowledge, to use that knowledge to shape your future. Use every opportunity that you have to share what you know and listen to others, even if they have a different perspective than you do. You'll soon find, if you not already have, that one of the most difficult parts of life in both your personal and your professional experience is compromising and finding common ground. Compromise is the core of every relationship. Whether it's compromising with your colleagues over a business decision, bargaining with your children over bedtime, or you negotiating with your spouse or girlfriend or boyfriend over where you want to go to dinner, which we all know might be the most difficult compromise of all. Compromise requires an open mind and an open heart. If you approach every compromise with openness, I promise you, you're going to learn something. You might not agree with it, you might not like it, you might not ever want to let your spouse choose that restaurant again, but you're going to learn something, and there is no lesson in life that's not worth learning. The other part of personal and professional growth is making mistakes. Have the courage to make mistakes. Do not live your life in fear of failure. You do not get here without mistakes, and you're not going to leave here with a shield protecting you from future missteps. The only thing you can do is use those missteps as a chance to learn something. Mistakes are the universe's way of teaching you valuable lessons. Never ignore them. And never be too afraid to enter the universe's classroom. Fear will always be a factor in your life, but how you control it impacts your future. Self-doubt will also be a factor in your life, but never let self-doubt restrict your goals. When you believe in yourself, you can do a better job of making mistakes because you can see the mistake for what it is, an experience worth learning from. Adversity is inevitable. Every journey encounters roadblocks in life, but it's your job to see those roadblocks as problems that need solutions. When Thomas Edison tried 2,000 different materials in search of a filament for his light bulb, his assistant complained that all of their hard work had been in vain. But Edison was confident and replied to his assistant, "Oh, sir," he said, "we've come a long way and we've learned a lot. We know that there are 2,000 elements we cannot use to make a good light bulb. Do not let the fear of a mistake, disguised as sensibility, dictate the terms of your life. If there's something you want in this life, the only person to make that happen for you is you. And if you make a mistake or you take a misstep on that journey, learn from it. Number 2, be true to yourself, yet open to new opportunity. You've heard it a million times, and I'm here to tell it to you again. Be true to yourself. I'm also here to tell you that being true to yourself means more than being unique, following your heart and having the courage to stand out. Being true to yourself also means following your instincts and acting with integrity. You know those butterflies you get when you find something that really makes you happy? Or that nagging feeling down in your gut that tells you something just isn't right? Listen to it. Recognize it. Don't just go with your gut, as they say, but follow your instincts. And when you feel like there's a problem, analyze it. Assess your options and understand that there is a flip side to every coin. But ultimately, trust your instincts. They rarely lead you in the wrong direction. Now, every person in this room has his own set of rules, and I'm not talking about commandments or laws, but principles that we follow in dealing with others. It's how we follow those principles that determines whether we develop integrity, the foundation of our character. Integrity requires honesty. Honesty with ourselves, honesty with others. And it requires that our actions align with our words. And it requires that we behave with honor, even when no one is paying attention to us. And that we stand up for what we believe is right, no matter how unpopular it may be. With that said, it's important to recognize that our convictions, beliefs, and instincts can and should change. The ever-wise Albert Einstein once said that life is like riding a bicycle. If you want to keep your balance, you got to keep it moving. The world we live in changes every single day. The science we practice benefits from constant advancement, but even our families and our friends go through these times of transformation. Change is the necessary ebb and flow of our life, and change affords us opportunity. But the only way to transform change into success is the ability to adapt and to learn. When I was standing in your shoes many years ago, never in my wildest dreams that I would think that I would be standing at this podium speaking with you here today. When I was in your shoes, I dreamed of being the best pharmacist that the state of Louisiana had ever seen. And a few years later, our life offered me some opportunities that were just too good to pass up. So I started my own business in the insurance industry, and later was called to serve my community and my state in public leadership. Being open to new adventure is essential to your path to success. You will never benefit from the chances you do not take. Third and last, use your abilities to do good in this world. Today, each and every one of you will leave this building with a diploma in your hand, ready to conquer the world. You will leave here with a different vision and a unique plan for your future. You're going to get jobs, you're going to start families, you're going to work toward your own American dream. Your goals will likely include high-paying salaries, executive-level positions. There's nothing wrong with those goals. But I want to warn you, much like Spider-Man was warned, with great power comes great responsibility. Some people will tell you that you can't do good and do well. Well, I challenge you as my last piece of advice to prove those people wrong. Use your knowledge and your abilities to make a positive impact on the people and the community around you. You will have the fortunate ability to use your education to help people and never, ever take that for granted. Be kind to people. Value the parts of your life that make it rich. And I don't mean just your paycheck. Spending time with your family and your friends and appreciating the little things in life is imperative on your journey to a happy and a successful life. Thank those who help you along the way. And above all, ladies and gentlemen, make an effort to leave this world a little bit better of a place than you found it. In closing, let me allow to share with you some words that I live my own life by. It's one of the favorite quotes that I've ever come across. It goes all the way back to the 1700s. Sir Edmund Burke said, "The triumph of evil is for all good men to do nothing." Let me repeat those words. The triumph of evil is for all good men to do nothing. Now, maybe he should have said all good men and all good women. But ladies and gentlemen, don't wake up one morning late in your life and realize that you did nothing. Once again, let me congratulate you and wish you the best in all your future endeavors. And while you probably will never remember the words that I've said here today, I do hope that you remember the way that you feel today, proud of your accomplishments and hopeful for your future. Thank you for this incredible honor for me to come back where I started 44 years ago. Good luck to you. God bless you. God bless this great university, this great state, and this great country. Thank you very much.
Senator Johns, thank you for the inspirational, wise, practical set of advice for us. We really appreciate that. Senator Johns has been a servant for the state for a long time, and he's been dedicated to the preservation of higher education, the excellence in higher education. We thank him for that service. There's another group of who we also want to recognize for their service, and that's the men and women who have served our country and have preserved our freedom. And we want to thank them for just a minute, if you would. Would all the men and women who serve in or are veterans of the United States Armed Forces please rise and accept our applause of thank you. And then finally, for those who are on active duty and may be abroad, we pray for your safe return. So now, thank you for all that you've done so far. We have finally come to the period where everybody has been waiting for, the conferral of degrees. So will the candidates for the associate degree please stand? President Bruno, on behalf of the undergraduate and deans, it's my pleasure to introduce to you these successful candidates for the associate degree.
By the authority vested in me by the University of Louisiana System Board of Supervisors, I confer upon you the associate degree. Please be seated.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree please stand? President Bruno, on behalf of the undergraduate deans and faculty, it's my pleasure to introduce to you these successful candidates for the bachelor's degree.
By the authority vested in me by the University of Louisiana Board of Supervisors, it is my pleasure to confer upon you the bachelor's degree. Congratulations. Please be seated.
Will the candidates for the master's degree please stand? President Bruno, on behalf of the graduate faculty, it's my pleasure to introduce to you these successful candidates for the master's degree.
By the authority vested in me by the University of Louisiana Board of Supervisors, it is my pleasure to confer upon you the master's degree. Congratulations. Please be seated.
And will the candidates for the doctoral degree please stand? President Bruno, on behalf of the graduate faculty, it's my pleasure to introduce to you these successful candidates for the doctoral degree.
By the authority vested in me by the University of Louisiana System Board of Supervisors, it is my pleasure to confer upon you the doctoral degree. Thank you. You may please be seated. Graduates realize Dr. Panny just kind of glides from side to side, and I lose track of him sometimes. So in accordance with academic tradition, please move your tassels from the right to the left to indicate your new status as graduates. Graduates, please step forward to receive your degrees. Thank you.
It is my pleasure to introduce the Dean of the College of Arts, Education, and Sciences, Dr. Sandra M. Lemoyne. Receiving the associate degree, Brenda Blunt. Dalton Granberry. Caitlin Grigsby. Brenna Johnston. Rebecca Minter. Erica Spivey. Charlesette Tyson. Receiving the bachelor's degree, Mark Alba. Sarah Albritton. Duran Anders Carson. Hillary Arbogast. Ashley Bailey. Angela Barton. Yasmin Bishara. Heather Brewer. Kelsey Brewer. Hannah Bryan. Bailey Burrows. Mark Calhoun. Ashley Camp. Robert Chadwick. Melanie Coyne. Taylor Dalfume. Brittany Davis. Zandra Davis. Chelsea Dickerson. William Dixon. Hannah Ebarb. Vincent Eddy. Sierra Etheridge. Chasten Farley. Dana Fennell. Megan Force. Caitlin Fry. Haley Friday. Sarah Green. Nicole Guidry. Carly Geyer. Jiman Harris. Abby Hart. Ashley Hart. Brent Humphrey. Ellison Jackson. Vladimir Yakovlevich. Kimberly Giles.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Will you, Kimberly? Okay, Kimberly. Is here. All
Alex Johnson, Lunisha Johnson, Rachel Johnston, Cassie Jones, Henry Jones, Janetta Jones, Christy Jorgensen, Brian Knox, Jacob Korn, James Letlow, Drew Lipsey, Barbara Lynch, Chad Manuel, Megan May, Ian McAdams, Kelby McCauley, Amber McGuffey, Janta McKeel, Sarah Meredith, Brittany Miller, Colton Moorhead, Samantha Maroney, Brianna Mull, Kirby Murphy, Blake Murray, Parker Nethery, Adam Novak, David Oswald, Alexis Overton, Shadora Pastor, Ashley Pippin, Gavin Pritchard, Sadaf Ramanzani, Devin Reese, Kevin Reeves, Percy Richard, Jake Sanford, Mary Soraj, Elizabeth Shemwell, Kalia Sharad, Scott Sills, Calvin Smith, Kirby Smith, Ryan Smith, Courtney Stamp, Carly Stuckey, Kirsten Swain, Tanner Treweek, Samantha Vaughn, Matthew Vines, Jilly Waits, Hannah Walsworth, Daniel Welch, Malia White, Myraya Young. It is my pleasure to introduce the Dean of the College of Business and Social Sciences, Dr. Ronald L. Berry. Receiving the bachelor's degree, James Acklin, Carrie Ainsworth, Zaini Shaker Alel, Kyle Anderson, Vincent Anderson, Catherine Antis, Skylar Antoine, William Amond, Tyler Bayless, Elizabeth Bays, Rudolph Beutner, Joel Boutan, Dustin Brochet, Chandler Brown, Clifton Brown, Michael Bruscato, Grayson Bryant, Tangi Bryant, Jasmine Burrell, Vernon Bush, Elena Cady, Krista Caldwell, Elizabeth Cernigliaro, Cameron Clark, Jacob Clayton, Julie Cochran, Rondell Coleman, Mary Kuhn, Prince Cooper, Nathan Costello, Megan Cox, James Crotwell, Alexandra Daly, Kiate Daniels, Emily Dana, Reese Dickens, Ariel Duncan, Matthew Dye, Hannah Edwards, Deshaun Etienne, Jacob Evans, Felicia Everett, Lygia Flores, Sabrina Flowers, Alyssa Fontenot, James Fontenot, Cody Gibson, Shakira Gibson, Trey Gilly, Haley Grantham, Catherine Gray, Regis Green, Doran Gramillion, Christopher Gresham, Fernando Grider, Marissa Gutierrez, Devante Juan Haggerty, Destiny Hennigan,
Mary Kavanaugh's going to be an ad.
Roby Henderson, Whitney Hicks, Courtney Hill, Jacob Hopkins, Kristen Huntsberry, Janet Jackson, Jamelia Jenkins, Chelsea Johnson, Lyle Johnson,
Yes,
Xavier Johnson,
Mary Kavanaugh.
Mary Kavanaugh,
She's on here.
Sarah Kelly, Jeremy Kent, Spencer Landry, Lexus Leopold, Jeremy Lewis, Ryan Little, Dane Luquette, Aaliyah Martin, Nathaniel Meadors, Iana Middleton, Brittany Mize, Jasmine Montgomery, Antoinette Moore, Casey Mulhern, Taryn Napier, Maurice Nelson, Rebecca Norman, Hannah Olivo, Jerry Orange, Carmisha Page, Hope Pollock, Brittany Payne, Spencer Perkins, Henry Pipes, Whitney Plunkett, Cole Pruitt, Crystal Qualls, John Robbins, Ryan Roberson, Donisha Robinson, James Rocket, Caitlin Rocket, Ramey Rogers, Olivia Sage, Taryn Sanders, Asia Shivers, Joshua Sykes, Ashley Simmons, Rindy Smith, Colby Spillers, Jacob Stokes, Keandra Thurman, Jan Tidwell, Reagan Tiffey, Logan Trisler, Christopher Wade, Heather Walker, Wade Walker, Harley Warren, Brandon Weatherford, Amelia White, Joshua Wilkes, Michael Williams, Bonica Willis, Tierra Willis, Courtney Wilson, Joseph Womack. It is my pleasure to introduce the Dean of the College of Health and Pharmaceutical Sciences, Dr. Benny L. Blaylock. Receiving the associate degree, Candace Baker, Kelsey Kessels, Emily Causey, Emily Cook, Summer Cooper, Callie Davis, Emily Dean, Lauren Drury, Madison Harlow, Jenny Jordan, Shelby Larson, Carrie Little, Logan McLean, Ann Reinhardt, Ann Salisbury, Julian Shelton, Leanna Shivers, Brittany Simpson, Christy Steed, Hannah Thibodeau, Bailey Warner, Shaterica Wilson. Receiving the bachelor's degree, Alex Adcock, Lindy Ashley, Ashley Bates, Kilra Bell, Evelyn Bennett, Jennifer Biot, Michaela Brewer, Darius Brown, India Bruce, Catherine Buchan, Katie Calhoun, Chase Campo, Leanne Cannon, Brent Carroll, Brittany Carson, Caleb Carter, Avery Chardier, Ashley Cheek, Courtney Cole, Paige Coleman, Susie Coleman, Sarah Cotton, Madeline Credur, Hannah Daniel, Victoria Daniels, Jessica Davis, Hunter Dean, Raven Doty, Sharondalyn Dorsey, Courtney Dutre, Libby Ebarb, Cecilia Estep, Victoria Emard, Abigail Fertal, Mika Ford, Ashley Frost, Brittany Fuglar, Austin Gilliam, Abigail Gould, Danielle Goulet, Alexa Hall, Ashton Hamby, Kate Hamilton, Justin Harmson, Lisa Harmson, Taylor Harris, Jalen Hill, Walter Holly, Petra Horakova, Amber Howard, Madeline Howard, Raisa Howard, Olivia James, Natasha Johnson, Andrea Kelly, Dana King, Devin Knight, Shannon Laverne, Jasmine Ladette, Jacob Lester, Shakiba Lewis, Brittany Brianne Lofton, Kaylee McCoyne, Callie Miller, Charles Myers, Ashlyn Neal, William Neal, Jared Norris, Stephen Nugent, Amelia Papillon, Savannah Parker, Jessica Phillips, Jacqueline Porter, Megan Prickett, Emily Reese, Alexander Roberson, Micah Rogers, Brianna Royal, Freddie Savage, Alec Shell, Joel Sinclair, Jordan Smith, Kylie Smith, Maya Smith, Alyssa Sanye, Shakoyle Spencer, Laureate Sullivan, Marissa Thongi, Janae Tobias, Troy Turner, Daniel Tynes, Shelby Usry, Cecilia Vergo, Ariel Walpool, Loriana White, Taylor Whittington, Trevor Wilkerson, Deirdre Williams, Danisha Williams, Megan Wilson, Catherine Winnan, Morgan Woods, Vice President Pani will now award diplomas for the graduate school. Receiving the Master of Arts degree, Mohammed Ali Al-Salahi, Sarah Bruno, Ashley Day, Stephanie Drury, Casey Faber, Nathaniel Flores, Shantanza Fontenot, Morgan Patrick, Nisa Stapp, receiving the Master of Arts in Teaching degree, Janina Bass, Kaylin Guillot, Annie Jameson, Samantha Jester, Brianne McConnell, Jennifer Morse, Ernest Mohammed, Anitra Playas, Carly Tubbs,
All of those we marked off are not here.
Melinda Tyson, Heather Ward,
Not here.
Not here,
Go on
okay.
down to Alberto and Moncayo. They're not here.
receiving the Master of Business Administration degree, Alberto Sebastian Moncayo,
Ming is not here.
Shahad Casey, receiving the Master of Education degree, Darlene Brown, Lindsay Dartland, Morgan Fitch, Montrell Marshall, Lucy McKenzie, Jelena Placide, Courtney Redden, Randall Smith, Whitney Sutherland, Kanisha Toussaint, receiving the Master of Occupational Therapy degree, Ali Alspaw, Marissa Analoro, Mary Balch, Gabriel Bass, Julie Boykin, Lindsay Cole, Dana Evans, Shayna Fulks, Carrie Harper, Latera Hart, Nicole Hebert, Kendall Kimball, Charity Knight, Abby Little, Heather Madden, Ann Mink, Kristen Parker, Tara Peck, Diane Satterfield, Donna Tarver, Rachel Villarreal, Shedra Virgil, Brad Wooten, receiving the Master of Public Administration degree, Erin Abney, Sarah Joyner, Julie Powell, Jackson Randall, receiving the Master of Science degree, Sarah Bell, Colton Bernstein, Deanna Carter, Sabrina Sensor, Cricket Collinsworth, Ben Duplashan, Amber Edwards, Kelsey Ellison, Caitlin Freeland, Devonte Grinstead, Ashley Hart, Ryan Jones, Ty Key, Leslie Lamb, Amber Ledford, Ashley Moore, Emily Murphy, Maisha Myers, Rajani Pandit, Andrew Parker, Caitlin Purvis, Kay Rawls, Quanisha Sims, Rachel Stedman, Lauren Taylor, Kevon White. The highest academic honor that can be earned and awarded is the doctoral degree. Now is the time when those ULM students who have earned this most respected academic degree are recognized. This mark of achievement reaches its apex during the hooding ceremony, which represents the passing of the mantle of knowledge, marking the transition from student to colleague. This pinnacle in an academic career could not occur without the guidance of a mentor, specifically a major professor who guides the student in the quest for learning and enlightenment. Therefore, it is appropriate that the doctoral graduate be joined by the major professor. I ask that each doctoral graduate and major professor step forward as I call the graduate's name. Receiving the Doctor of Education degree in Curriculum and Instruction is Ebony McHale Brown, who is joined by her major professor, Dr. Krishna Bista. Receiving the Doctor of Education degree in Curriculum and Instruction is Emily Ann Dow, who is joined by her major professor, Dr. Kyo Kim. Receiving the Doctor of Education degree in Curriculum and Instruction is Carmen Jones Harris, who is joined by her major professor, Dr. Kyo Kim. Receiving the Doctor of Education degree in Curriculum and Instruction is Tia Morris Neal, who is joined by her major professor, Dr. Krishna Bista. Receiving the Doctor of Education degree in Curriculum and Instruction is Christy Hall Young, who is joined by her major professor, Dr. Dorothy Schween. Receiving the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Pharmacy is Wael Abdullah Alanazi, who is joined by his major professor, Dr. Keith Jackson. Receiving the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Pharmacy is Osama Abdel Karim Alawin, who is joined by his major professor, Dr. Paul Sylvester. Receiving the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Marriage and Family Therapy is Roxanne Marie Bourque, who is joined by Dr. David Hale. Receiving the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Pharmacy is Derek L. Carden, who is joined by his major professor, Dr. Christopher Gissendanner. Receiving the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Marriage and Family Therapy is Robert D. Hanser, who is joined by Dr. David Hale. Receiving the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Marriage and Family Therapy is Laura Lynn Langston, who is joined by Dr. David Hale. Receiving the Doctor of Philosophy degree in pharmacy is Mohammad Mahmoud Moyeldin, who is joined by his major professor, Dr. Khalid El-Sayed.
Let's congratulate all the graduates again, please. I would ask everyone to again stand and join in the singing of our alma mater, led by the ULM Commencement Vocal Quartet. You'll find the words at the back of your program. Faculty, graduates, and stage participants, please remain standing in preparation for the recessional. Guests, please be seated and remain seated until the graduates begin to exit the Coliseum. Congratulations, graduates, and thank you, guests, for attending today's ceremony. The 2016 Fall Commencement exercises are now concluded.